Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. The realization that there is a fundamental problem in the world is what really hit us and motivated us to invest heavily in the blockchain movement. After Ripple's lawsuit against the SEC is resolved, what do you anticipate will happen to XRP? In the present day, many people are showing support for Ripple and expressing disappointment in the SEC. What do you make of this? Let's start with a discussion on Ripple. With the goal of creating groundbreaking crypto solutions for a future without economic boundaries, Ripple has quickly become the go-to provider of crypto-enabled solutions for enterprises. XRP, on the other hand, is an open-source digital asset that aims to be the most useful cryptocurrency for use in the financial services industry. You may be aware that Ripple Labs and the US Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) are embroiled in a protracted legal battle that could have far-reaching implications for the whole cryptocurrency market. The future of cryptocurrency regulation, and whether or not cryptocurrencies are securities or commodities, may hinge on the outcome of the open court case. Many speculate that after the Ripple SEC litigation reaches its third calendar year, it will be resolved. The SEC claimed that XRP is a security and not a commodity when it sued Ripple in December 2020 for allegedly selling unregistered securities. For its part, the SEC asserted that the token sale constituted an improper means through which the blockchain firm had raised $1.8 billion. To back up its claim that XRP is not a security, Ripple cites the past statements of an SEC director. Undoubtedly, the SEC versus Ripple case jolted the cryptocurrency sector at a time when blockchain projects were operating largely unchecked by regulators. Although concerns about potential future regulatory action were present, this was the first widely publicized instance of a securities regulator going after an ICO. Exactly what is the significance of the SEC versus Ripple case? If Ripple is found guilty, other cryptocurrency projects may be subject to similar lawsuits, which could lead to increased government oversight and a stifling of innovation. The SEC claims that Ripple's ICO, and by extension all ICO, constitutes the sale of an unregistered securities. If the SEC is successful in court, it will essentially become the primary crypto regulator. So, tell me, why are they suing? The SEC has filed charges against Ripple and two of its executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Christian Larson, alleging that they sold unregistered securities to the public with a total value of over $1.3 billion. More than 14.6 billion XRP were exchanged for cash between 2013 and late 2020, according to the SEC filing. The Securities and Exchange Commission claimed that Ripple had never submitted a registration form, which is necessary for public offerings. In the action, the regulator claimed that Ripple had created a vacuum of information by only providing the details it deemed essential. The conclusion will have far-reaching effects for the two parties involved and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. The SEC's victory against Ripple would be the first step toward bringing the cryptocurrency industry under its regulatory purview. A big fine for Ripple is possible, and there may be other consequences for company leadership. Now, after more than 2 years of litigation, Judge Annalisa Torres of the Southern District of New York has heard all of the evidence and the parties are anxiously awaiting her decision. A significant effect on the cryptocurrency market can be anticipated from the verdict. Based on the judge's historical ruling trends, people are trying to predict when a verdict will be handed down. However, there are those who believe the charges will be filed eventually. The SEC has declared that it has authority over digital currencies. The lawsuit revolves around the issue of whether or not XRP, the cryptocurrency token on which Ripple services are based, is a security, a marketable financial instrument like a bond or derivative, or something else entirely. A ruling that XRP is a security would have far-reaching implications for the legal status of all other crypto tokens, putting them under the watchful eye of the SEC. Crypto businesses would be subjected to onerous registration and reporting requirements, and organizations that have produced tokens or let consumers trade them without SEC approval could face legal repercussions. It's possible that even major US-based exchanges may become targets overnight. That, according to defense attorney John Deaton, who testified as an expert witness for XRP holders, would be devastating for the cryptocurrency industry. The question of whether crypto assets should be classified as securities has to be examined on a case-by-case basis through the application of the Howey test due to the lack of legislation that makes explicit the categorization of crypto assets in the US. The SEC said XRP did in fact meet these requirements when it charged Ripple and its executives location and by selling XRP to get revenue. The firm broke federal securities laws. Some Ripple executives were part of the team that created the XRP token, but the company is not the token's issuer. As a result, Ripple is fighting the SEC's findings on two fronts. It claims that since no contracts were executed at the time of the transactions, XRP sales do not constitute investment contracts. Moreover, XRP fails to pass the Howey test in its own right. Chief Legal Officer of Ripple, Stuart Alderoty, has stated that the business is sure that XRP does not fit any of the Howey requirements, and that it is especially confident that there is no common enterprise or group endeavor that influences the fortunes of XRP investors. Only a shared passion unites XRP owners. Many people are currently supporting Ripple's win. Actually, XRP rose around the end of March as investors became increasingly optimistic that Ripple, a company closely involved with the currency, would prevail in its protracted legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Traders cited a supplementary notice provided by Ripple at the time, which referenced a judgment in a different case involving a rescue plan proposed by Binance US for defunct cryptocurrency lender Voyager Digital. All of Voyager's assets, including the Voyager token, were supposed to be purchased by Binance US, Binance's US subsidiary, for $1.3 billion. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) shot down the proposal, claiming VGX was a security and labeling Binance an unregulated securities exchange. The judge, according to the Ripple notice, rejected the SEC's objections and approved the bankruptcy plan because, among other things, the SEC's arguments were too general and the regulator had not provided any specific guidance as to what the debtors were allegedly supposed to prove in order to show VGX was not a security. The Ripple letter claims that in an interview with CNBC, Ripple President Monica Long expressed optimism that a favorable settlement to the ongoing legal struggle with the SEC will be reached this year. According to Long, the chances of the judge siding with the SEC are little to none. The evidence and the legislation, in our opinion, support our position. The digital currency market may be profoundly affected if XRP were classified as a security. There is a risk that a large number of tokens may be classified as securities and hence be subject to SEC oversight and frequent transparency disclosures. If Ripple prevails in court, what will happen to XRP and the cryptocurrency market as a whole? For one, the case might alter the SEC's crypto further regulations if Ripple prevails. With Ripple's success, the value of other cryptocurrencies would undoubtedly rise as well, especially those that are comparable to XRP. So, what are some possible results of this, and what does it mean? If the legal status of XRP is established, demand for the cryptocurrency may increase, which might cause its price to climb. As a result, if Ripple were to win, it would set a precedent for other cryptocurrencies dealing with legal uncertainty, which might lead to greater clarity on the regulatory status of digital assets and so benefit the entire cryptocurrency market. The subsequent increase in investor confidence and widespread adoption could be a result of this. The status of Ripple can also rise. Ripple's reputation among certain investors and potential business partners has undoubtedly taken a hit due to the litigation. If the corporation prevails in its action against the SEC, its damaged reputation may be partially restored, opening the door to new business opportunities and investor interest. Last but not least, without the regulatory uncertainty that has dogged Ripple for years, the company's business may expand. It's possible that if more people use its services, including its international payment options, the company's success will expand. Reports that the litigation against the SEC would soon be coming to an end boosted the price of Ripple's XRP by around 30% by late March. Ripple's attorneys have stated that the present hearing could be influenced favorably by a judge's verdict against the SEC in a case concerning the Binance BNB crypto exchange. In that case, the SEC unsuccessfully asserted that Binance was an unregistered securities exchange. Be sure to sign up for alerts so you don't miss out. See you later, bye.